Long ago, after a long journey through the hot, sandy desert, the Israelites finally arrived near the land that God had promised them, a land called Canaan. Their leader, Moses, gathered 12 brave men, one from each tribe, and gave them a very important mission. He wanted them to sneak into Canaan, look around, and find out what the land was like. Would it be a good place for everyone to live? Was it safe? Were there big cities and mighty people living there? Moses needed answers, and the 12 spies would be the ones to find them. Among the 12 were 2 men named Joshua and Caleb. They were strong, wise, and faithful to God. The 12 spies packed their things and set off quietly, crossing hills and valleys, moving carefully so no one would see them. As they explored, their eyes grew wide with amazement. The land of Canaan was beautiful. There were tall trees, green grass, and fields full of food. Grapes hung from the vines in huge, heavy clusters, so big that it took 2 men to carry just one bunch on a pole between them. Everywhere they looked, the land seemed to flow with milk and honey, just as God had promised. But the spies also saw something that made them nervous. The cities in Canaan were big and protected by tall, strong walls. The people living there looked strong and tall. Some were even giants. The spies whispered to each other, wondering how anyone could ever win against such powerful people. After 40 days of exploring, the spies returned to Moses and the Israelites, carrying the giant bunch of grapes and other delicious fruits to show everyone. All the people gathered around, eager to hear what the spies had seen. 10 of the spies spoke first. They told the people about the big, strong cities and the tall, fierce people. "We felt like grasshoppers next to them." "Nay," they said. "There's no way we can take that land. It's too scary. If we try, we'll lose." When the people heard this, they became afraid. Their hearts filled with worry, and they began to complain, forgetting how God had helped them before. But Joshua and Caleb stood up, their voices full of hope and courage. "Wait," said Caleb. "Let's go up and take the land. We can do it." Joshua agreed. "Don't be afraid," he said. "God is with us. He promised to help us, and he always keeps his promises. The people of Canaan may look strong, but our God is even stronger. Just trust him, and we will win." But the people were too frightened. They didn't listen to Joshua and Caleb. Instead, they wished they could go back to Egypt, forgetting that God had rescued them and taken care of them every step of the way. God was sad that the people didn't trust him, even after all he had done. Because they didn't believe, God said they would have to wait and wander in the desert for 40 more years. 1 year for every day the spies had explored Canaan. Only Joshua and Caleb, who had trusted God, would get to enter the Promised Land. Joshua and Caleb's story teaches us an important lesson. Even when things seem scary or impossible, we can trust God to help us. Sometimes people around us might be afraid or want to give up. But if we remember God's promises and believe in his power, we can be brave, just like Joshua and Caleb. No matter how big the challenges are,